Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to MPWF WAR episode 8 here on YouTube, folks. We are live from Atlantic City, New Jersey. I am your host, as always, Dwayne James Johnny Feelgood, and it is the episode after the Royal Rumble, and what an event it was, folks. We continue the action here with the MPWF WAR brand. You saw there the amazing highlights of the Royal Rumble match itself, but now we're going to check out the fallout of the Royal Rumble on this episode. So much happened at the Royal Rumble, including Shawn Stevens defeating Kivo to retain the CAW World Championship in one of the best TLC matches in recent memory. But right now, we are going to introduce the winner of the 2024 Royal Rumble. And here he is, folks, the legend killer, Shane Carter, called Destiny. He called his shot, he called Destiny on the Royal Rumble, and it came into fruition. Shane Carter outlasted 29 other men to become the winner of the 2024 Royal Rumble, and with that, Shane Carter will now main event WrestleMania 11 here in 2024, folks, and what a night it was for the legend killer. The crowd went insane when Shane Carter won the matchup. There was a little bit of controversy with the Cypher from the Annihilation brand. We will catch up more on the Cypher's end of things when we have episode 8 of Annihilation. But as of now, we are focusing on the winner of the Royal Rumble, and a very popular winner at that. This is the most in a long time that we have seen through comments on Facebook, comments on Instagram, comments on Twitter, comments on our YouTube channel, in the live chat. The fans wanted Shane Carter to win the Royal Rumble, and Shane Carter was able, like I said, to outlast 29 other men, and will now main event the biggest show of the year, perhaps the biggest show of all time here in the Major Pain Wrestling Federation. And again, a lot of confidence has to be going on the side of Shane Carter. He called his shot. But the big question is, folks, which championship is Shane Carter going to challenge for? Is it going to be the CAW World title on MPWF WAR? Or is it going to be the MPWF World Heavyweight Championship on Annihilation, folks? A lot here to be decided for that man right there. But once again, congratulations for an amazing performance and an amazing ovation from this crowd here in Atlantic City, folks. You can see here the brand new MPWF WAR Arena over on 2K24 is looking good. 60 frames per second. It is looking good, folks. The MPWF is ready for WrestleMania. And I listen to this crowd here chanting, "You deserve it," to Shane Carter. And he does. Like I said, it was an incredible matchup. An amazing main event, an amazing show. Again, I want to thank all the fans for the support for the Royal Rumble. The amount of people we had in the chat commenting and being a part of the polls, it was a beautiful sight to see, folks. And we hope that can continue to further events. It was amazing, ladies and gentlemen. But again, now let's hear what Shane Carter has to say. As Shane Carter says, destiny, folks. Destiny came true. Destiny came true at the Royal Rumble. Carter says it was, as I said, destiny came true once again at the Royal Rumble. And it was, as I said, Shane Carter is your winner of the 2024 Royal Rumble. Like I said, it's got to feel real good for Shane Carter to be able to say that. And again, another you deserve it chant from this crowd here in New Jersey. Again, some of the people still filing in from WrestleMania when we were at MetLife Stadium. Sorry, the Royal Rumble at MetLife Stadium. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm excited for WrestleMania. But Shane Carter says the question now is, who will I challenge at WrestleMania? At this point, we already know that I'll be in the main event, but which championship is Shane Carter going to challenge for on the biggest show of all time? It's a question that we all want to know. What's going through his mind? He says, I could head to MPWF Annihilation. I could continue to make a name for myself there. I could challenge the Monster Max Payne for the MPWF World Heavyweight title. I should never have lost that title before, and at WrestleMania, I could win it back and truly complete my destiny. And it's true. That is a very true point. If Shane Carter was to head to Annihilation, or I could stay here in MPWF WAR and face my ultimate challenge. I've been calling myself the Legend Killer since 2020. At WrestleMania, I can face the Ultimate Legend currently wrestling Shawn Stevens for the CAW World Heavyweight Championship, folks. And that would be incredible. If he was to stay on WAR, he could challenge Shawn Stevens for the CAW World title. Both options would be incredible for Shane Carter. Would be an incredible main event at WrestleMania. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a second here, folks. The CAW World Champion might be looking to edge Shane Carter into his direction. Here he is, folks. The CAW World Heavyweight Champion. The Angel Blade, the GOAT, Shawn Stevens, the picture-perfect player. You can take it the way you see it, have it the way you want it. I mentioned at the beginning of this show what a matchup it was with Kibo in TLC. Those two men beat the living hell out of each other, but there was only one man left standing, one man that grabbed that belt from up high, and that was Shawn Stevens. And he is now heading into WrestleMania as the World Heavyweight Champion. And again, this is going to be an interesting confrontation here between Shane Carter and Shawn Stevens, folks. Listen to this ovation once again for this absolute legend. This man that is carrying the MPWF on his back right now, folks. So Big Gold never looks so sweet, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you that right now. Look at this confrontation here, folks. Could this be the main event of WrestleMania? Legend Killer versus the Legend for the richest prize on MPWF WAR. I would certainly like to see it, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the way these two are staring at each other, folks. Look at their eyes. That's what it's all about. The World Heavyweight title. Is this the match we're going to see at WrestleMania? Wait a minute. Wait a second. What is this? What is this? Wait, that's the battle tomorrow with the gadgets to win today. Lethal Mathematics, but folks, wait a minute. Lethal's supposed to be on MPWF Annihilation. Lethal Mathematics, what is he doing here on MPWF WAR? Folks, it is deafening here right now. Lethal Mathematics making his way to the ring, and I am perplexed, ladies and gentlemen. So again, get out your bingo cards. I did not expect this one to be on there. That is the brother of Shawn Stevens, the former YouTube champion. Lethal Mathematics in an MPWF WAR ring. What is the meaning of this? second. Hold up. Wait a minute. We need an explanation, folks. We need an explanation. This crowd is losing their minds, folks. And Lethal says, bruv, long time no see. I'm sure you both and everyone else here are wondering what I'm doing here on War tonight. Well, it's quite simple. Because Mason Gray traded Max Payne to Annihilation, someone had to be traded over to War, and that someone is Mr. MPWF, me, Lethal Mathematics. So this is who Brian Adams had picked to be traded to MPWF War from Annihilation at the Royal Rumble. Lethal Mathematics is now officially on MPWF War. And now look at this here. This is interesting now. This is interesting heading into WrestleMania now. Lethal says, now Shane, I'm not here to rain on your parade, but WrestleMania is coming up real soon, and I want to be a major part of it. Before WrestleMania last year, Shane, you and I never got to finish our business, and I would love to finish our business at WrestleMania in Wembley. And that would be humongous. Could you imagine Shane Carter versus Lethal Mathematics at WrestleMania, folks? It would be a special match. A special match. Lethal says, and that leads me to something else I need to finish. To face Shane Carter at WrestleMania, I need to become the CAW World Heavyweight Champion. So, bruv, Sean, I want to face you one more time for the World Heavyweight Championship before WrestleMania. One more main event. One more show stealer. Wow, that is incredible. That is incredible. Could you imagine before WrestleMania, Lethal Mathematics versus Sean Stevens for the CAW World Heavyweight Championship? Now, wait a minute. Now, what's this? Now what is this? When you want to talk about monster Max Payne, here comes a monster. The problem solver Zeus, Shane Carter's rival. The man that Shane Carter eliminated from the Royal Rumble matchup. But let's not forget at the buy-in show, Zeus straight up pinned Shane Carter, folks. And Zeus is taking exception to these three men in the ring right now. What's Zeus got to say here, folks? This is a crazy way to start off MPWF War, I'm telling you. Zeus says, hold on a damn minute. Lethal, you cannot just show up here and demand a shot at the CAW World title. At the Royal Rumble, you lost the YouTube title over a concussed mess. Yet I pinned the Royal Rumble winner at the buy-in show. You, Shane Carter, I should be the #1 contender. I don't need to win a fluke over the top battle royal to do it. Well, the Royal Rumble is definitely not a fluke over the top battle royal. And I think Zeus has been a little bit out of hand here, but he did beat Shane Carter at the Royal Rumble. So Zeus wants to be the #1 contender to the CAW World title. Shane Carter says, listen here, you overgrown Braun Strowman rip-off. Oh my goodness. He says, I am sick and tired of you bitch and bitch and bitch. Too much for a man of your size. Forget about the #1 contendership. We need to end this between us tonight. Tonight, folks, Shane Carter wants to end this between him and Zeus on this episode of War. I mean, I don't think Zeus would be opposed to it. Wait, Lethal saying, wait, hold on a second, Shane. Ain't no way this boy Zeus over here is dictating stuff to me when the last time we fought, I picked him up over my head and slammed his ass to the mat at WrestleMania. Zeus, when you talk to me, you call me sir. I put some respect in my damn name. So Lethal Mathematics to you. Well, hold on a second, folks. Lethal going after Zeus here. And this is true. Lethal did beat Zeus at WrestleMania last year. And Zeus is saying, you shut your damn mouth. In fact, I'll come to that ring right now and destroy all three of you. And then I'll take the CAW World title tonight. I've right now got to find someone else to be my opponent at WrestleMania. This is getting intense, folks. This is getting crazy. This is getting crazy. And wait a minute. The World Champion to speak for the first time here tonight. And he says, Zeus. A wise man said, why are some, you know what, always trying to ice skate uphill? Zeus, you are some, and I am the goddamn hill. As far as I'm concerned, I'll fight every single one of you. Lethal has been a long time coming, having a rematch, and Shane, if you're the man I believe you are, I'll see you in the main event of WrestleMania. Sean Stevens wants to fight all three of them. We could end up having a fatal four-way match for the world title here tonight, folks. This could be crazy. But wait a minute. Look at the Titantron, there's the general manager. And Brian Adams said, wait a minute, before you all destroy each other, let's make sure that myself and MPWF WAR make money first. I have a plan. You see, Meredith Grey is bringing a special event to YouTube after each brand's 8th episode. Okay. The concept will be called MPWF Crossroads. At that event, Shane Carter will have to make the decision as to what brand he will compete for and which World Championship he'll challenge for in the main event of WrestleMania. My goal is to make sure that you stay on MPWF WAR. Well, that is a huge announcement, folks. Brian Adams says, I want to show you how important it is on WAR by devising a number one contendership match in tonight's main event. Lethal Mathematics in his debut will battle Zeus, and the winner will face Sean Stevens for the CAW World Championship at MPWF Crossroads. This brand is going to be on, and this show is just getting started. Wow, folks, that is crazy. That is crazy. So in our main event tonight, Lethal Mathematics is going to battle Zeus in a number one contendership match for the CAW World title, with the winner facing Sean Stevens at MPWF Crossroads, and Shane Carter at MPWF Crossroads will also be making the decision as to what championship he's challenging for, folks. It is going to be crazy. But in the meantime and in between time, remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell and notify yourself, and follow us at MPWF Wrestling on YouTube, folks. We are almost at 500 subscribers. Let everyone you know for us to get there, because then we can start sending you out more information. We can start posting a lot more stuff to YouTube with that 500 subscriber mark. So hook us up, folks, because the action getting to WrestleMania is going to be crazy, as you can already tell. That's massive, folks. Lethal Mathematics on MPWF WAR. And again, our main event tonight, Lethal Mathematics versus Zeus. Crazy, folks. But it is simping time, ladies and gentlemen. And introducing the Carmichaels, the MPWF Women's Tag Team Champions. Carmen Carmichael in the purple and Carmela Carmichael in the red. Carmen will be in singles action tonight. Carmela was assaulted and attacked before the Royal Rumble matchup. We are yet to find out who it was that tried to take her out the Royal Rumble. Carmela defied the odds, still came in the Royal Rumble matchup, and was the last person eliminated. She almost became the undisputed women's champion. Carmela has had a career renaissance as of late here in the MPWF. And again, that injury was only a minor setback, but she will be back in regular action next episode, on episode 9, folks. But in the meantime, Carmen Carmichael, her sister, is going to get ready for singles action here. So the crowd here going absolutely nuts for the Carmichaels. And it's amazingly 180 the MPWF fans have had on the Carmichaels. Because there was a time ago when they used to get booed, folks, but not anymore. They said you're either a simp or a fool, and these women got 15,000 people in this building simping for them right now. But you know who ain't simping for the Carmichaels? It is the leader of the ATL, Lil Bea5t, former CAW Women's World Champion, set for singles action here. And later tonight, as announced on MPWF Twitter, Six will finally get her shot at the CAW Women's World title, as she will battle Lady Izanami. So much still here to come tonight on MPWF WAR. Again, our main event, number one contendership matchup, Lethal Mathematics versus Zeus. The tag team titles will be on the line in a rematch of the buy-in show between Nexus Gold and the Righteous. We'll have a no-holds-barred match between Marcus Eagle and Hector Rodriguez, as well as another number one contendership match, a four-way dance match for the Cruiserweight Championship. And I said, we are just getting started, and we are kicking things into high gear here before WrestleMania, folks. We weren't lying. This build's going to be crazy. We are literally trying to feed families. I am trying to make money off this show, folks. So this is gonna be a hell of a run going into WrestleMania. But here we go. Opening matchup of MPWF WAR. Again, what a crazy set of events. Like, I want to give the respect to these women who are about to compete in this matchup, and we have to talk about it. The Royal Rumble winner Shane Carter coming out. The confrontation with Sean Stevens, the world champion. Lethal Mathematics is now on MPWF WAR. The main event, it's... I'm gonna have to calm myself down here, folks. Calming down Lil Bea5t here right now. Again, now look at this. Oh my goodness! When you talk about a slap from down under there by the resident member of the ATL. And wait a minute, trying to outpower Carmen, and I don't think that's going to happen. So Lil Beast has had a phenomenal year here. We mentioned former CAW Women's World Champion. Lil Beast has had more airtime than any other year here in the MPWF. She has been extremely impressive. Carmen had an impressive showing in the Royal Rumble matchup, lasting the longest in the Royal Rumble matchup, tied with the most eliminations in the Women's Royal Rumble. Again, was unfortunately eliminated by the woman that tied with her, Ingrid, from Annihilation. But Carmen certainly showed up and showed out. She had dedicated that match to her sister after her sister was taken out by this masked assailant, or hooded assailant, I should say. Hopefully we can get more information. We can find out who had it in for Carmela Carmichael. She tried to go for that step-up knee there and gets powerbombed out the corner by Lil Beast. And Beast back in control here. There's a splash there by Lil Beast. You know, and I know, again, the MPWF fans are doing their own investigation. I know the Carmichael's fan club was all over this, trying to figure out who was taking out precious Carmela Carmichael. And Carmela Carmichael will probably kick you in the face if you call her precious. She's the renegade. She's tough as nails. And like we mentioned before, Carmela came into the Royal Rumble match still, even after being attacked. But hang on a second. I'll still Beast diving to the outside of the ring here, showing her athleticism. Regardless to how the MPWF fans feel about her, Lil Beast is a grade A talent and showing off some grade A moves here tonight. So look at how amazing the arena looks, folks. This is incredible. Really, again, on the 2K24's PC Steam version here, this is fantastic, folks. And put this over a lot. 60 frames per second, 4K. You don't get much better than this, folks. But Carmen reversed Lil Beast there. Look at that. Right hand, left hand. Kick to the midsection. A clummy blow to the back there by Carmen Carmichael. And Lil Beast now fights back with a boot to the face. Lil Beast now got Carmen up here. And what's she going for? Trapping that arm. And look at that. A modified back suplex there by Lil Beast. And Lil Beast wants to pick up a win already for the ATL. We mentioned again that Six will be challenging for the Women's World title later tonight. As Lil Beast off the top right there with a stiff elbow right to the heart of Carmen Carmichael. Going for the cover, 2, and kick out. And I know that some of the MPWF fans have been wondering if the hooded figure was Carmen Carmichael. Beautiful moonsault there by Lil Beast. The question would be, why would she attack her sister? You know, I know that jealousy runs deep, but it can't run that like that deep, can it? To try and take her out the Royal Rumble matchup. But I mean, Carmen has been fighting for her sister, and even tonight, Carmen has embraced the MPWF fans, something that we never thought we would see. So again, could it really be Carmen Carmichael, or could it be someone else? Someone we've never seen before in the MPWF, or someone that we know in the MPWF, right? There's so many options. As she goes for the cover here on Lil Beast, and a kick out there by Beast. And again, we don't even get to check the profile of the person, because the only footage we have is the black and white footage that we saw. So hopefully we can get a little bit more information on it. But Carmen Carmichael telling the fans that she's going after Lil Beast off the top rope. Here it is, a double axe handle. Carmen with a big move off the top rope. And Carmen picking Lil Beast right the way back up here again. And now German suplex there, and that one caught Lil Beast right on the top of her head, and wisely Carmen go for the cover to end this one, to get this victory here in this match. Lil Beast gets the shoulder up. You know, as if Carmen wants to, again, stay strong here for the Carmichaels, but again, if Lil Beast is able to get the victory here, this would definitely make the ATL the #1 contenders for the Women's Tag Team Championships. So the Carmichaels retain the tag titles at the buy-in show, but at some point we're going to have to crown new #1 contenders, especially with WrestleMania coming up. You know, there's a plethora of teams. Lots of people would like to see the Legacy Challenge for the belts again. Will we see the Mothership go after the tag titles again after they lost at the buy-in show? I mean, I feel bad on Annihilation. The celebration of Justice Fitzgerald's going to be out of this world, but that's for Annihilation, not for MPWF WAR. And went for the dropkick off the top rope, and Carmen saw it coming, and there's a net breaker there by Carmen. You know, as well as the returning Faye Bartlett and Joan DuPont on Annihilation as well in the tag division. So the Carmichael's got to watch out for that as well, but Carmen looking to take advantage of Lil Beast missing that dropkick off the top turnbuckle. Carmen Carmichael on the top now, waiting for Lil Beast to get to her feet. And now Carmen there with a body splash, taking out Lil Beast. And now what's Carmichael setting up for here on the former Women's World Champion? And Carmen now has Lil Bea5t here. And now look at that net breaker. Spinning out with that net breaker does Carmichael as she goes for the cover. 2. Carmichael picks up the victory for the Carmichaels here tonight. She's continuing that impressive performance from the Royal Rumble. Look at this net breaker here. What a nasty move that was. Dropping her right on the top of her shoulders, right on the base of the neck. And again, it was simping time here tonight, folks. Carmichael with the victory. And the Carmichaels look good as always, folks. But again, the question is going to be, what is next for the Carmichaels here? Now, wait a minute here. Sarah Southside getting in the ring. I think she's got some questions, just like I have, about who attacked Carmela Carmichael. And Sarah says, Carmen, congrats on your win tonight. That was another incredible performance. WrestleMania is coming up, and I'm sure you girls will be defending the women's tag team titles, but will also want a shot at the CAW women's title. Unfortunately for you, Carmela, it may seem that someone is trying to stop you. Let's take a look at the footage from the Royal Rumble. And yes, folks, let's take a look at this footage one more time here. So look at this here. Carmela was warming up before the matchup, and again, I'm trying to see if I can see the face, see who it is. Like, we can see a face visible there, folks, but like, we can't zoom in on it. This is the only footage we have from this that was being taken from the security camera, but they were relentless. Like, we can't see what color their shoes are. We can't see what color the hoodie is. You know, but they have it out for Carmela Carmichael. And now look at this here. This went from the second floor to the first floor, folks. This power bomb, and this was vicious. And this is what injured Carmela, and it was a miracle that she came out competing in the Royal Rumble as well. But again, who was this? Who attacked Carmela Carmichael? Now, Sarah is saying, do the two of you have any idea who would attack Carmela and who seemingly has it out for the MPWF Women's Division? Because let's not forget, this person has interrupted matches as well by playing entrance music too. So this person is going crazy here, folks. Carmen says, someone is jealous of the Carmichael's success in the MPWF. Someone is trying to prevent us from reaching our rightful place on the top of the roster. And it is like I said at the Royal Rumble, we will find this person and stop them. What is happening to my sister is not fair. Whoever you are, you'll have to go through Big Sis first. Well, Big Sis stepping up in Carmichael here. And she said a warning to whoever this is. And now Sarah's saying, well, Carmen, you will have a chance to prove that you guys are on top, because I have been told to announce by Brian Adams that next episode we will have a four-way dance match to crown the #1 contender for the CAW Women's World Championship for WrestleMania. Well, that is amazing, folks. As she says, you will take on Lil Bea5t, MPWF legend Yushihari Atari, and once you've been cleared next episode, your sister Carmela. That's right, Carmela, you have one more chance to get to the world title match at WrestleMania. You came so close at the Royal Rumble despite being attacked. How do you feel? Well, that is humongous news there, folks. And wait a minute, wow, what an ovation for Carmela. She's not even able to speak. She's not even able to speak. What an ovation from this crowd. We got a lot of Sims in the building tonight. Carmela saying thank you for the ovation. It really is humbling. I was determined to show the world what I was made of at the Royal Rumble. I'll never give up. I'll never quit. Someone tried to take me out, but they failed. I'm still standing. I'm a renegade. I ain't going anywhere. Carmela certainly ain't going anywhere, folks. Whoever you are, the Carmichaels are coming for you. And give credit to my sister. She was in the Royal Rumble the longest and had the most eliminations in our Royal Rumble match. Whatever happens next episode, one of the Carmichaels is challenging for the CAW Women's World title at WrestleMania, because simping ain't easy. Well, there you have it, folks. Next episode, it's going to be a four-way dance number contendership match. Lil Bea5t, Yushihari Atari, Carmichael, and Carmela Carmichael. One of them will be challenging for the CAW Women's World Championship at WrestleMania. It's going to be a special matchup, and again, hopefully we can find out who attacked Carmela Carmichael. But wait a minute, look at who we're backstage with. The Black Sun, CAW, and Kenpachi Toshihiro. And CAW had a rough night at the Royal Rumble. CAW saying, Kenpachi, I know I can beat Sean. I had him beat. How can Mason Gray expect me to move on? Nothing else matters except beating him. Nothing. My legacy is on the line, Kenpachi. Everything is falling apart. I lose to Sean and Tendencies is out of action and hasn't spoken to us in weeks. CAW is tweaking right now, folks. Kenpachi saying what we need to do is keep a level head. I told you in Tendencies that we will deal with everyone in time. We are the Black Sun. Sean will get what's coming to him, and so will everyone else that's done us wrong. Right now, Mr. Gray is still paying us a lot of money to have a free reign on this company. We do as he asks, and after that, we'll do what we do best. A lot of scheming still going on here with the Black Sun. And CAW saying, you are the level-headed one for a reason. We will execute Mr. Gray's plan, and then after that, I'm taking Sean Stevens down. Time to prepare. CAW obsessed with Sean Stevens. I'm telling you that right now. This man is obsessed with him, and he needs to go to therapy to deal with that situation. I'm telling you right now, folks. And coming up next here, folks, is the #1 contendership matchup for the Cruiserweight Championship. Introducing first, the former Underground Champion, Maximus Guerrero Jr. And again, folks, if you have not seen the matchup between him and Wayne Level for the Cruiserweight title on Underground Episode 7, when this is all said and done, go to our YouTube channel at MPWF Wrestling and check it out. The matchup was phenomenal. But here, with another opportunity in this four-way dance matchup, is Maximus Guerrero Jr., who currently is being mentored by Jason Rage and has been competing on MPWF Underground, and is very happy to be back here on MPWF WAR. It's such a big opportunity. Get a very special talent is Maximus Guerrero Jr., but oh my goodness. And there he is, folks. The Underworld Zone, the Dark Phoenix, Oscuro, making his way to the ring. And listen to this ovation from the MPWF faithful. One of the best cruiserweights the MPWF has ever seen. He has defined this cruiserweight division since it returned here in the Major Pain Wrestling Federation in 2021. Phoenix Oscuro was screwed out the Cruiserweight Championship, has been looking to win this belt ever since SummerSlam of last year, and has a big opportunity here in this four-way dance match. In the meantime, he's been dealing with the Covenant, and he would love to stop them, and he has an opportunity because one member of the Covenant's in this matchup here tonight. But again, a badass entrance as always, and a phenomenal response from the MPWF fans for Phoenix Oscuro. And here representing the Covenant, the subsection of the Void, is Gabriel, the leader of the Covenant. He had a master plan, folks. The Covenant was taking over. He had set his sights on the Cruiserweight Championship. He was going to take over Chase Stevens, but it has all backfired recently. In fact, it's kind of odd, but it seems that like everything that the Darkness has been trying to do has been backfiring. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but like they were in a lot of control at the end of 2023, and they have seemingly lost it all And the question is, why or what has happened? We're gonna need to get our investigative skills out here in the Major Pain Wrestling Federation. But Gabriel's gonna want to turn that around here. He is gonna want to challenge Wayne Level for this Cruiserweight title on the next episode here on the MPWF. But speaking of Chase Stevens, this man was abducted by the Covenant, and we don't know what kind of stuff they did to him. But they don't call him unbreakable for a reason. Chase Stevens somehow broke free of these guys, and has become his own man. Unbreakable Chase Stevens with a chance to win the shot at the Cruiserweight Championship. Listen to this ovation from the MPWF fans here in Atlantic City, folks. This is Chase Stevens' first match in quite some time here on the MPWF. Again, like I said, he's been dealing with abduction and whatever else the company has done to him. But somehow he escaped. Again, we haven't gotten any information of that. Currently, Gabriel thought he was in control of Chase Stevens, but his mind powers didn't work. The darkness powers didn't work. Again, we're talking about mind control in wrestling, but I mean, it's CAW, folks. It's called wrestling. You know, this happens. And if you've been a part of the MPWF family, you know how crazy this can get. But again, maybe we're hoping that some of our questions will be answered here tonight. You know, Wayne Level is watching on very closely to this matchup. I'm not gonna lie, folks, this ovation is crazy for Chase Stevens tonight. What an entrance. So let's go over the rules of a four-way dance matchup. It means eliminations occur in this matchup. So this matchup will end when we have one man standing. So we're not going in for a sudden death, pinfall, or submission. I mean, anything can go in this matchup, so weapons can be utilized. The focus here is about being the last man standing, and it is a perfect way to determine a true #1 contender. Because you know, again, look at what happened at the Royal Rumble. Jamie Emo had hit the emotion on Lethal Mathematics, and CJ Parker grabbed Jamie Emo, threw him out the ring, and covered him to become the brand new YouTube champion. Now again, that's controversial. As I like to say, you can take it the way you see it, have it the way you want it. But this matchup, this doesn't allow you to do this. So this, and again, this is also a preview to the matchup that's going to take place on the next episode to crown the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship. As we will see, again, Lil Bea5t, Carmichael, Carmela Carmichael, and Yoshihari Atari battle out in that matchup. As Phoenix Oscuro here, showing what kind of luchador he is, without Hurricane Rod off the top rope. And a drop kick there by Gabriel, taking out Phoenix Oscuro. And now going after Chase Stevens. He said, four of the best cruiserweights in the world here. It's what we bring to the table on MPWF WAR, the cruiserweight division. And Maximus Guerrero Jr. went to go and annihilate Phoenix Oscuro with that steel chair. In the meantime, we got Chase and Gabriel going at it. Gabriel thought he had a masterstroke of a plan in Madison Square Garden, and he got hit with the vertebraker by Chase Stevens to much happiness from the MPWF fans. And again, let's talk about Chase Stevens' performance in the Royal Rumble. Chase Stevens with what, like 5 or 6 eliminations? It was amazing. But Chase now throwing Gabriel to the floor. And oh man, missing that crossbody. And now back suplex there by Phoenix Oscuro. And I need it. Now wait a second, Snapmare takeover there. Yeah, look at me trying to call this like a wrestling match. We got 4 men out here beating the hell out of each other. Try to keep it professional, try to keep it buck here, folks. But these men are going to go at it. Wait, deadlift suplex there. And oh my goodness, by Maximus to Chase Stevens. Get every man in this matchup jockeying for position, all for the chance to face Wayne Level for the Cruiserweight title. Oscuro went for a dive there, and Maximus Guerrero Jr. saw it coming. And again, to make sure you guys tune into Underground Episode 8, because Maximus Guerrero Jr. challenged for the Cruiserweight title, it means he traded in the Underground Championship, so we will have to crown a brand new Underground Champion on that event. And I know that would be special, as on the outside of the ring, you've got Gabriel beating down Chase with that steel chair. In the inside, we're having a lucha masterclass between Phoenix Oscuro and Maximus Guerrero Jr. And now Phoenix Oscuro go for a deadlift German suplex, and he hits it. And on the outside there, Chase is still going after Gabriel with a chair. And that went for the Isai moonsault, but missed. And that way, as Max was trying to rip that mask off, both those men know how important the mask is to a wrestler. And oh man, look at that. Right to the face, and now knocked down there by Gabriel. Gabriel now to the top rope, and Gabriel with a knee off the top, right to the throat. Right to the throat. Now hooking the leg here on Chase to eliminate him in a kick out. You know, we've mentioned in this matchup that Wayne Level is watching it, but again, the question here is, who would he prefer to face? You know, you could be dealing with the powers of, you know, the Covenant or Gabriel. He's faced Phoenix Oscuro, and again, Wayne Level came through the skin of his teeth against Oscuro. Maximus Guerrero Jr. gave him a very tough fight, and Chase Stevens is the only person that Wayne Level has a clear, defined victory over without any kind of interference, or that, you know. Not to disrespect Wayne Level, I'm not doing that at all. Wayne Level has been incredible. His run has been spectacular. But with all the shenanigans of the Covenant, you know, so again, it's interesting. Who is Wayne Level going to be interested to face? You guys got to tell me in the comment section. As Guerrero now sends Phoenix to security outside here. But instead, Chase and Gabriel just beat the living hell out of each other. And then Maximus and Phoenix are just going, I can lucha better than you. As Maximus to the outside, and a dive sending him right to the table. It's a hell of a battle here. And now, wait a minute, what is this? Look at this on the shoulders, because Chase Stevens to Gabriel and sends him face first to the floor. And now watch Chase Stevens setting up for here. Chase Stevens out, go for the vertebreaker. He has him up with the vertebreaker, and he hits it. The vertebreaker of Gabriel to eliminate him first. And he does. Folks, something's going on with the Covenant and the Darkness. Something's going on here, folks. Gabriel goes first. So we are down to 3 men in this matchup. And now look at this. Oh, Chase with another shot there at Gabriel. No love lost at all between those two. Now look at that here, folks. Gabriel having to leave to endure this crowd jeering at him. But again, what is going on with the Covenant and the Darkness, folks? I need answers. But in the meantime, we got these 3 men going at each other here. So we're a step closer to finding out who will be the #1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship of the world. Oh, what a forearm that was there by Phoenix Oscuro. Wait a minute. Maximus Guerrero Jr. pulling out the table. Man wants wood. Pause. To be fair, it's a Dudley Boys reference. If you're old enough, if you know, you know. If you don't, you might have to watch some old Attitude Era, folks. I don't know what to tell you. But break up there by Chase Stevens, and Chase now has Maximus Guerrero Jr. in that net breaker here, and now, oh man, jeez, right to the back of the head. The only explanation I can have for that move is to discombobulate his opponent, but he gets psycho driven by Maximus Guerrero Jr. and Phoenix Oscuro watching on. Chase could be eliminated, but he kicks out. And you see Oscuro wisely allowing the count to go on there. And now wait a minute. Look at this cradle pile driver to Maximus Guerrero Jr. Goes Phoenix. And what is Phoenix Oscuro going for here after that cradle? We've seen him hit that double rotation moonsault, but there's the elbow drop. After the Jerry Lynn style cradle pile driver, hooking the leg here for the cover. And Maximus Guerrero Jr. has been eliminated, so we're now down to Phoenix Oscuro and Chase Stevens. And now look at this, beautiful into the armbar submission hold. Both of these men would love a shot at weighing level. That's what they're fighting for in this matchup. And now look at the wrestling here. Phoenix Oscuro picking up the pace. Can sense the opportunity is coming close to where he'll be the #1 contender. But Chase Stevens now attacking that leg. And Chase now throwing Phoenix Oscuro into the referee here. And now wait a minute. He gets caught with the Spanish fly. Phoenix Oscuro with the Spanish fly out of nowhere for the cover here on Chase Stevens. And on a kick out. That was a close one. That was a close one. And now Oscuro to the top rope. Perhaps could be looking for the double rotation moonsault, but no. Chase Stevens to get to his feet. And Oscuro went for the double axe handle. Chase moved out the way. Chase Stevens has him up here. I know he's going back for that modified F5, and he hits it there. Face first goes Phoenix Oscuro for the cover. Chase Stevens to be the #1 contender. And oh, Phoenix Oscuro gets the shoulder up. The action is peaking here in this matchup. Chase picking up Phoenix Oscuro. Chase Stevens now has Oscuro in the ropes. And an elbow there by Phoenix Oscuro. And now Oscuro has Chase Stevens up here. And oh my God! What a brave buster that was by Phoenix Oscuro for the win here. And I'll kick out there by Chase Stevens. These two men going back and forth to see who will be the #1 contender for the Cruiserweight title. And now, springboard crossbody out the corner by Phoenix Oscuro. Now, wait a minute, what's he going for here? Is he going for the double rotation moonsault? Is he going for it? And now he's turning around. Double rotation moonsault! Oh my God, he missed! Chase moved out the way in the chicken wing! Crossface chicken wing! He missed the moonsault and crossface chicken wing! And Oscuro taps! Oscuro taps and Chase Stevens is the #1 contender. What a matchup that was, and what an ending sequence there between those two men. Here is the double rotation moonsault, and you would expect that Chase Stevens would go for the vertebreaker, but utilizes his own finishing move, the crossface chicken wing, and gives Phoenix Oscuro his first tap out ever in the Major Pain Wrestling Federation. And your #1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship of the world is the unbreakable Chase Stevens. Chase Stevens winning big here tonight. What a victory for this man, especially after everything he has been through. And not just this year, but the last 2 years. Let's not forget being burnt in his back by his former best friend CJ Parker. To now, but wait a minute. Wait a second here, folks. And there he is, the Cruiserweight Champion of the world. The man that lives one life. The level of the industry. Mr. Wayne Level, folks. And again, please remember to follow Wayne Level on Twitter at @TheWayneLevel, ladies and gentlemen. And to check out Wayne Level, where Wayne Level usually wrestles in the KWF on YouTube as well. Wayne Level has been a staple here in the World Wrestling Future, a former World Wrestling Future champion, current Cruiserweight Champion of the world here in the MPWF, and he is out here to confront Chase Stevens. And what an ovation for Level tonight, folks. So there you go, folks. Next episode, Cruiserweight Championship on the line. Wayne Level versus Chase Stevens. Who is going to walk away as the Cruiserweight Champion of the world? Now, MPWF WAR is cooking, folks. Brian Adams, since rejecting Mason Gray, has come back with a vengeance, folks. But I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta follow us on Twitter /X at MPW2013 for more updates and more action. Again, folks, we're close to 500 followers on Twitter. Bump them numbers up, kid. You can help us out, ladies and gentlemen. Let everyone you know that the MPWF is here and we are rocking, folks. And still to come tonight, the tag team titles will be on the line, no holds barred, as well as the main event, a number one contendership matchup between Lethal Mathematics and Zeus. And look at this backstage, Sean Stevens and his protege, his Padawan, Christopher Eagle. And also congratulations to Christopher Eagle's father being inducted to the Hall of Fame. But Sean Stevens saying, you've been excellent since we came back. Your training has more than paid off. You looked impressive in the Royal Rumble, even though you had to deal with Klaus, as well as on the previous episode of War. The time has come for you to stretch your wings out a bit. Let's see what you can accomplish on your own, and then we will continue with the next step. So again, to see exactly what Christopher Eagle can do, what he has learned from Sean Stevens, I want to see it unfold here in the MPWF. Again, Klaus was a menace in the Royal Rumble, I'm telling you that right now. But Christopher saying, I'm ready, coach. The training was grueling, but it was worth it. I've got a lot to prove to you, to myself, to these people, to my father's legacy. I'm happy he will be in the Hall of Fame. It's time that I start my long road to that goal. I want to be in your place eventually, coach. I'm all in. Christopher Eagle is ready. A special moment between these two here. And Sean Stevens saying that is the ultimate goal, Christopher. Legacy is everything, and we are all trying to build one here. Show them what you're made of. Like I said, Christopher Eagle, the sky is the limit for this kid here on MPWF WAR. Wait a minute, I'm being told that we're headed here backstage, and look at this. Gabriel and Bishop of the Covenant. Gabriel not happy. He was the first eliminated in that four-way dance match. And Gabriel saying, Bishop, what's happening? It feels like we are losing power. I should never have lost tonight. Helios Christ gained his powers back at the Royal Rumble. Master Clement failed to win the Royal Rumble. He has failed to take the MPWF Championship. Chase broke free. What is happening? It's a big question that I have on my mind. What is happening to the Void and the Covenant here in the MPWF? Bishop says it appears that someone has compromised the Void and the Darkness. We need to relay this back to Master Clement. He must find answers. He said they were looking to take over the MPWF right at the end of 2023, and it has gone all downhill since then. And then Gabriel says Master Clement must talk to him. Who is him? Why they always go talking riddles? What do they mean by that? Who is him? And none of these men can ever talk straight. They come from the Gandalf/Dumbledore school of giving explanations, folks. It's nonsense. But we continue the action here on MPWF WAR. And introducing next, you talk about the future of this industry. Chris Champ, folks, had a very impressive show in the Royal Rumble buy-in show. For a period there, him and Dr. Rice was in control of the Royal Rumble matchup. Again, I still to this day say that this man should have been the interim CAW champion heading into the Royal Rumble. Screwed over by Lamar Goldman against Kivo at New Year's Revolution. But again, you got to take it one step at a time. You got to roll with the punches here in wrestling. These things happen, but you can't complain about it. You can't bitch and moan. You got to keep fighting. And that's what Chris Champ, a member of Nexus Gold, is. He's going to do it again later tonight. Dr. Rice and the Eclipse will defend the CAW World Championship tag team titles. But again, the Eclipse is back. He returned at the buy-in show as well. Folks, if you have not checked out the buy-in show of the Royal Rumble, you need to check it out once this is done. Like I said, we were cooking on all kinds of cylinders with that event, folks. Oh yeah, look at another massive ovation here for Chris Champ. Here comes Matt Natural, the former interim general manager of MPWF WAR, and it got kicked to the curb And honestly, we'll say good riddance, man. He is back in wrestling action again, and he's going to have to do something big here to beat Chris Champ. But again, that might be what he needs. Momentum building here on MPWF World. So with WrestleMania coming up, you need to put yourself forward because you want to be a part of this event. This is the 11th edition of WrestleMania, and you want to be in Wembley. You don't want to be left out. Matt Natural is going to want to do what he can to get himself in a position on that card. A former tag team champion, multi-time tag team champion is Matt Natural. Showing us his muscles, as per usual. Apparently he's a Hercules fan with that chest protector thing he's got on. I would have caught me more if he was a D'Lo Brown fan, but again, I digress. But look at the focus on Chris Chapman. Look at this. He said my balls are massive on his trunks. That's compensation, folks. That's what that is. Oh, what a boot to the face there. What a boot to the face there by Chris Champ. And right now, Chris Champ disrupting Matt Natural's potential Blue Chew advertisement on his trunks there. Because Chris Champ he don't get paid by the hour at all. He is looking to end this one as quick as possible. Chris Champ is just looking to build momentum, and momentum. And something else that has got to be talked about here on MPWF WAR. Shane Carter, as we found out, at MPWF Crossroads, which will take place after all of the 8 episodes of the MPWF, so after Annihilation and Underground. At that event, Shane Carter will have to make the decision as to what championship he will challenge for. And a guy like Chris Champ is going to hope that Shane Carter challenges for the MPWF title on Annihilation, so that could open up for an opportunity for him to challenge for the for the CAW World Heavyweight title. As well as that, Chris Champ is going to eventually want to get his hands on Lamar Goldman, the current MPWF North American champion, because it was Lamar Goldman that cost Chris Champ the interim CAW World title at New Year's Revolution. And since then, things have gotten very well for Lamar Goldman, as he is the North American champion. And I'm sure Chris Champ would love to disrupt that, as he is disrupting Matt Natural right now. He is actually beating the teetotal hell out of this guy. Like, I've been giving you an update on what's been going on here, but Matt Natural now needing to fight back, because he is getting destroyed here. Now, wait a minute. Wait a second here. Oh, man. That was nasty. Matt Natural just catching Chris Champ's throat right there on the ropes. And Matt Natural now going after Chris Champ with all the viciousness, and there's an elbow. And Matt Natural with a second elbow there to the chest of Chris Champ. And Matt Natural starting to gain some confidence here. 3 elbows right to the chest there by Mr. Matt Natural. And he puts a forearm right to the face of Chris Champ, but not even a 1 count. It's going to take a lot more than elbows to the chest to stop Chris Champ. But as I was saying earlier, Matt Natural again is going to a victory here over Matt Natural. Victory over Matt Natural. Victory over Chris Champ here would certainly set Matt Natural up for a spot on the WrestleMania card. And like I said, that's what his goal is going to be here. And there's a double axe handle to the back. Like I said, that's got to be his focus and everyone's focus here going into WrestleMania. This is the most important season of the year. And again, I wonder what Matt Natural's thinking with a guy like Lethal Mathematics coming over to this brand and getting a number 1 contendership matchup. Again, we know the accolades of Lethal Mathematics, but what does a guy like Matt Natural think about that? But right now, he's going to focus on this matchup because Chris Champ was fighting back here, but a block shot there by Matt Natural, and Matt Natural with a clothesline coming back out here. And now Matt here, look at the strike from Matt Natural. That takes a lot of power to do that to Chris Champ. As he hooks a leg here on Chris Champ for the cover, but Champ kicks out. Takes a lot of raw power to pull that off. Matt Natural feeling very confident with himself. A lot of these guys have been lost. Matt Natural, the Righteous. He went for a shot there, spoiled by Chris Champ. Without Mason Gray being here, Mason Gray has not been back in the MPWF since SummerSlam. In the meantime, his sister Meredith Gray has been taking over, and she has done a phenomenal job, I must say. It's been nice not having to deal with Mason Gray. He's still stuck his ugly big head in between things here in the MPWF, but it hasn't been as bad as it usually is. As it's bad now for Matt Natural, as he just got spine busted right out of his purple boots. And Chris Champ now to grab Mac Natural and to send him into the bucket. And now wait a minute here. Chris Champ could be going for the pounce here. Mac Natural could be sent to the next. Oh, and there's the pounce. Trying to send that man into the third row of the crowd. With the pounce, and Chris Champ now hooking the leg here on Mac Natural for the cover and a 3 count. And a victory for Chris Champ here on MPWF WAR. And again, that's all Chris Champ has to do. Anytime you're putting it against an opponent, just keep stacking wins. Keep hitting moves like that pounce. Now, like I said, you know that Chris Champ is going to be hoping that Shane Carter picks Max Payne so Chris Champ can get himself in the running for the CAW World Championship at WrestleMania. Now, look at this here. This crowd loving Chris Champ. A dominating performance by that lad right there, folks. Like I said, the sky is the limit for Chris Champ. Wait a second. Wait, that's Lamar Goldman. Lamar Goldman with a shot with the belt there to Chris Champ. Lamar Goldman. And now, big clothesline taking out Chris Champ here. We had mentioned how Lamar Goldman is the reason that Chris Champ did win the interim CAW title. And now Lamar Goldman is coming here apparently to finish the job. And Lamar Goldman has him up and goes for the Goldstone pile driver. Goldstone pile driver by Lamar Goldman. And Goldman saying, Chris, I told you at the buy-in show that I'm the next big thing here on MPWF WAR. The only one getting momentum here is me. I'm the North American champion. I'm the future. Your time is done, Chris. I'm your worst nightmare. The Gold Man will make sure you stay in the gutter where you deserve to be. You want world champion material. You want world champion not because of me, but because you suck. You beat me once, Chris. It will never happen again. A direct message sent by Lamar Goldman here tonight, folks. And he really is the next big thing. It's not just a gimmick. It is not just a gimmick. Second generation wrestler, already North American champion. Oh, hang on a second here. No, he just throws some referee out the ring. This man walking around like he runs the place. And again, it's hard because who is going to tell him no? But at the same time, he can look and act all tough because he attacked Chris Champ from behind. But what's going to happen when you get one-on-one in the ring with Chris Champ and when you have to face this man face to face? It's going to be a tough time for Lamar Goldman, I'll tell you that right now. Folks, it is pure chaos here. Zeus is attacking Shane Carter backstage in the parking lot. Shane Carter was about to leave the building and Zeus is attacking and throwing him here at Shane Carter's car. We know that Shane Carter will be at Crossroads, but Zeus taking him out here. Oh my goodness. There is so much built up animosity between these two men, folks. And Shane Carter in trouble as Zeus is laying it all out on him here. We need to get some help back here for Shane Carter, ladies and gentlemen. This crowd not happy about this whatsoever, but Zeus sending a message to the Royal Rumble winner. Zeus is sending a message telling the whole world that he is going to leave here tonight as a CAW World Heavyweight Champion. Well, #1 contenders, I should say. But oh man, Shane Carter face first into the hood of the car. And now wait a second here. Oh my goodness. Zeus just smashed the hood of the car on Shane Carter. And Zeus saying, you think that just because you won the Royal Rumble that I won't stop your destiny? I told you, Shane, you were a fraud. You got lucky at the Royal Rumble. I will become the CAW World Champion at Crossroads, and then I will finish the rest of you at WrestleMania. Problem solved. Well, Zeus has a plan, folks, and he just executed it. Oh wait, look at this here backstage. Marcus Eagle with Lamar Goldman. Lamar Goldman saying, did you see what I just did out there, Marcus? I stood on business. We need to forcefully take over. You and I. You woke me up in that hospital, and now I need to wake you up. You were better than Hector, and you were ready for the next level. Crush him tonight. No holding back. Show the world who the hell you are. Show them what scum will do to make it to the top. Again, a pep talk here by Lamar Goldman to his best friend Marcus Eagle. Still to come tonight, Marcus Eagle will battle Hector Rodriguez in a no-holds-barred match. Coming up next, folks, is going to be the CAW Women's World Title matchup. But again, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at MPWF Forever. But right now, folks, we're going to take a look at some previous footage for episode 5 to see how how Six earned the shot at the title here tonight, folks. Yeah, I'm confusing the ATL. I'm gonna get in trouble for that one. But folks, let's take a look at this footage. Turnbuckle. And now what is this here? Morgan Stone is on the top rope. Six now has Morgan Stone. Oh my God, they're going all the way to the top. They're going all the way to the top, and now superplex through the table. And Morgan Stone is on fire, folks. Morgan Stone is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. And Six puts away Morgan Stone here tonight, and there ain't nothing you can say about that, folks. A clear, emphatic victory. What is next for Six of the ATL, folks? What's next is the Women's World Title matchup. You saw how the way she defeated Morgan Stone, suplexing her through that flaming table. She has earned the right to challenge for the Women's World Title here tonight. And here she comes, the monster of the ATL, Six, finally earning a shot at the World Championship. Six has been very impressive since being here in the MPWF. Six got to the semi-finals of the WrestleMania Women's Tournament last year, ladies and gentlemen. And Six now with an opportunity to become the Women's World Champion before WrestleMania. This is humongous, folks. This is humongous. And if she takes full advantage, the ATL, both members would have become Women's World Champions. So she has to ignore these fans and do what she can to become the Women's World Champion here tonight. Now that's what I call an ovation, folks. That's what I call an ovation. Here is the CAW Women's World Champion, Lady Izanami, and she was busy at the Royal Rumble. Lady Izanami got into the Women's Royal Rumble matchup and eliminated her adversary Morgan Stone, getting retribution for Morgan Stone and her attacks. But again, she has to take Morgan Stone out of her brain right now and focus on that massive human being Six inside the ring right now. But again, what an ovation from this crowd here, folks. She is absolutely beloved by the MPWF fans. Rebel Girl is right. Lady Izanami is a force to be reckoned with here on MPWF WAR. And if Lady Izanami can defeat Six here tonight, she'll be putting up some major numbers in title defenses for this Women's Championship since she won the belt. She has been going at it. Again, let's not forget that battle she had with Carmela Carmichael on episode 7. What a fight that was for the Women's World Championship. That's what it's all about, the brand new design of the CAW Women's World Title. We saw the brand new design of the Undisputed Women's Title at the Royal Rumble event. So here we go. Six with a big opportunity here. Lady Izanami with a big opportunity to continue her ever-growing legacy on MPWF WAR. And that's what it's all about, folks. The CAW Women's World Championship. Both women having a chance to take a look at the prize here. Again, we mentioned before, next episode will be a 4-way dance double contendership match. Lil Bea5t, Yoshiharu Atari, and both Carmen and Carmela Carmichael. The winner of that matchup will be the #1 contender for WrestleMania. And both these women get each other's face. Look at that shot there by Lady Izanami. And a ball, man. Now again, the size and power advantage obviously goes to 6 in this matchup. The speed and striking goes to Yoshiharu Atari to Lady Izanami, sorry. DJ still having Atari on his mind. Gotta focus on this matchup, folks. Gotta focus on this matchup. And now kick there by Lady Izanami to the midsection of 6, and then go for the elbow, but 6 reversing it. And again, we have a technically trained striker in Lady Izanami, and we have a straight brawler in 6. 6 has gotten into many fights in the ATL. Again, 6, part of the Fitzgerald family line, the cousin to the Undisputed Women's World Champion. It would be a very dominant situation in the MPWF if both of the Fitzgerald family members could be the champions by the time we're done here after this episode. But look, it took 2 drop kicks, but Lady Izanami was able to knock 6 down to the floor. And Izanami tried to go for a clothesline there. It gets caught. 6 now having her up on her shoulders here. And now 6. No, wait. Izanami firing back with these elbows. And Izanami now collar elbow tie up. And out right back to those Muay Thai knee strikes here. Fighting out the clinch position. And like I said, that is Izanami's bread and butter. Grabbing her in the clinch. Putting on a front face lock. Hitting her with those Muay Thai knee strikes. Nice couple dirty elbows there in between. That's how you outmaneuver 6, because at any time 6 can hit you with a big move and that's it. Like, look at this here. This choke is even more devastating because the size and power advantage and leverage that 6 possesses. Because 6 is very tall, folks. 6 feet tall, and 6 now with that forearm right to the face of Lady Izanami, but Izanami kicking out. And now look at that here. And look at this. Izanami with some fighting spirit here. Not going to fall victim to 6, or is 6 trying to knock down Izanami, but like I said, Izanami is tough as nails. And Izanami is not going to stay down to this. 6 now trying to fight back here. And Izanami hanging on, and there's a chop. And now block shot there by Izanami. And now 6 there with another strike. And now look at the palm strike, and that one dropped to 2 knees. And that is exactly what I'm talking about. The educated striking, the maneuverability of Lady Izanami is uncanny, folks, and a drop kick, but again, both times 6 unable to go off of her feet there. Again, it's going to have to pull a different strategy in this matchup is Izanami, and Izanami now having to use that extra leverage to take 6 down, as Izanami now onto the top rope here. Waiting for 6 to maneuver to her feet. Izanami off the top rope and a crossbody, but no. 6 just swatted her out the way. And again, I don't think that was even a real move. It was just a big swat, and there's a sidewalk slam. As 6 now hooks the leg here to become the CAW Women's World Champion, but a kick out. An elbow right to the spine there. Writhing in pain was Lady Izanami. Now look here, a cowl clutch, a time-tested maneuver, utilized to very good success, but Izanami already sliding out the back here using that quickness. And Izanami fighting, a fighting champion, but again another block there by 6, and 6 again now has Izanami, and there's the waistland to the floor and a senton splash. 6 back in control of this one just like that, and now look at this here. Oh my goodness, pulling her by the roots of her hair. And now look, 6 measuring Lady Izanami, taking her time with her here, taking her time with her, gonna play with her food a little bit before she becomes the Women's World Champion. And oh, wait a minute, Izanami moved out the way. Six went throat first into the ropes, and I'll go back for the crossbody perhaps, and she goes for it, and no! This time a full-on sidestep there by Six, and I'll look at the power of Six, and there's a German suplex. Six now again, right back, that forearm right in the face. Smart wrestling here by Six. Again, some people look at Six's size, look at the fact that Six doesn't talk very often. I might not think that her in-ring IQ is good, but it is, even though she missed that move there. And a lucky break, and now look at that clothesline. And now Izanami fighting back here in this one. And I'll duck it under. And oh, there's a kick there by Izanami. And Izanami now thinking of what she's going to go for next. Again, I don't know if I would have picked her back up here, but she's giving her the kicks. She's giving her the business, and there's a back kick there. Big time business by Lady Izanami. Go for the cover here on Six. 2, and oh, Six gets the shoulder up. And now look at that forearm right to the face there by Lady Izanami. And Izanami now heading to the top rope. Six is in trouble. Izanami to go high risk here. And Izanami up the top, and she finally hits it. The crossbody up the top rope with the cover. And on kick out there by Six. Izanami close with that crossbody. Now perhaps looking for that Rampage DDT. She has a plethora of submission holds as well that she could utilize. And wait a minute. Got Six in the ropes here. And now look at these shots to the back. Trying to break the base of Six, but Six not falling to the floor. No, she does. She does there. And I'll go right to the knee bar here. And he's, again, you can make anyone tap out. If you can get a knee bar in, oh wait a minute, just using straight power, using a boot to push Izanami off of her, and now Six has got her up here, and now, oh my Jesus! Oh my God, that's it! That is it! And oh my goodness! Izanami just got the shoulder up first. I ain't ever seen that before. Six just decided to drop Izanami right on his skull. And that's a concussion waiting to happen, folks. I think Six is surprised that she didn't get that. Izanami trying to fight back somehow, some way here. But we talk about the potential concussion that Lethal Mathematics had at the Royal Rumble. Izanami might be joining him as Six has her up. There's a jackknife powerbomb, and that's got to be it. That's got to be it now. The new women's champion here tonight on War. And again, Lady Izanami gets the shoulder up, and Six cannot believe it. Lady Izanami digging in deep here. The will of a champion in this match. And Izanami not even able to block it, just trying to evade. And I'll go for the roll up here, trying to get the pin here on Six. 2, and oh, Six gets the shoulder up. Again, I don't even know what you call that. With a reverse pile driver? What kind of move was that? And I'll block shot punch there by Six. And I want a chop. What a chop there. You heard the impact. And now Izanami just trying to run and evade against Six here. And now right back to these kicks. And now look at that, taking out every single appendage, this Lady Izanami. Izanami fighting with everything that she got here. And now right back to that leg again. Perhaps thinking submission is the way here against Six, but once again, there comes that power. And oh, on a clothesline. And now look at this, Six now throwing her. And again, we know what kind of things that Six would do, folks. Six, he said, suplex Morgenstern through that flaming table. We know what kind of lengths that she'll go to. And now Izanami trying to get Six. And again, there's that power of Six and the kick. And oh, she's caught in the ropes. And oh my goodness. A code breaker in Izanami now. Feeling these 15,000 people in a sold-out arena in Atlantic City. Now she's waiting for it here. Now what is this? Look at this here. Six with nowhere to go. She's going to try and snap that arm. She's going to try and snap that arm. And oh my God, Six has no choice but to tap out. Lady Izanami picking up the win after a grueling effort there, folks. An absolutely grueling effort. Six did not make that one easy at all. I still don't know how Lady Izanami kicked out of that pile driver move. But then the code breaker off the top rope and then catching her with that submission hold there. That's why she's the CAW Women's World Champion, folks. And you imagine Ezanami versus either of the Carmichaels. God, Ezanami versus Yusha Atari. Woo! Woo! That would be special. That would be a technical wrestling masterclass between those two women. Man, what a matchup and what a win for Lady Izanami. Yeah, this crowd shouting. Wait a second, Morgan Stone! Morgan Stone with a kendo stick. Oh my goodness! Morgan Stone now, and the attacks keep on coming tonight. First Lamar Goldman, then Zeus, and now Morgan Stone. And again, you know Morgan Stone, well, she just snapped that kendo stick over Lady Izanami. Morgan Stone got her dream completely ripped from under her by Lady Izanami in the Royal Rumble matchup. But this all started when Morgan Stone was the first one to take a shot at Izanami at the Royal Rumble. And now wait a minute. Morgan Stone there with that high cross on Lady Izanami now. Now wait a minute, Morgan Stone headed to the top rope, but we know what she's going for here. Morgan Stone going for the howl. Now she is furious. Furiosa, Mad Max style furious. As Morgan Stone off the top rope with the howl to Lady Izanami. With the howl. And Morgan Stone taking out the women's champion. She said, you cost me everything. The only real coward here is you, Izanami. You keep trying to push me to the back of the line like everyone else because you know that I will beat you and become the CAW Women's World Champion. You are afraid of the Wolf Queen. When you are tired of being a coward, I'll be waiting to accept your challenge, but make it quick or it will get a lot worse for you. Morgan Stone sending a message, a big message to Lady Izanami here tonight, folks. Morgan Stone's not even in the #1 contendership matchup. She is completely at the back of the line. So she is doing what she can to get a shot at the title. This is very apparent. But I mean, she's going to have to solve this issue here with her and, well, wait a minute. Look at this. We got a Future Foundation reunion. Sorry, we'll talk about Morgan Stone in a second. This is massive, folks. And Lethal saying the boys are back in town, man. The Future Foundation will ride again. But we both have some important things to deal with first. You know what you got to do tonight? You got to shut this kid Marcus up for good. We know you got all the tools, man. It's time to use them. Hector says, I know, man, I know. I'm just happy you're here on War. It's good to talk to you again, man. Marcus is a punk, and I'm going to put an end to him tonight. As for you, no one deserves the World Championship more than you. It's about damn time, amigo. Take Zeus out tonight. Lethal says, will do, man. Let's remind everyone who the Future Foundation is. Folks, a reunion of the Future Foundation is massive, folks. But as again, I was talking about Morgan Stone, and I was saying Morgan Stone is going to want to try in every way she can to get a shot back at that women's world title. But right now, it is time for no holds barred, ladies and gentlemen. And this end to this rivalry has been a long time coming. And introducing first, the leader of the generation of scum, Marcus Eagle. Sakura Furukawa is out currently wrestling in Japan right now, along with Angelina Peace, who will also miss Annihilation. So Marcus Eagle on his lonesome against Hector Rodriguez, but you heard that pep talk from Lamar Goldman, telling him that you need to step the game up, son. You got me out of my funk, you got me the North American Championship. In order to get past, you need to beat Marcus, so you need to beat Hector Rodriguez. That is the big thing, and Rodriguez knows that, and Marcus Eagle knows that. Before he can move to the next step of his career, he needs to finally beat Hector Rodriguez decisively, and this is his last opportunity to do it here in this no-holds-barred match. Then Marcus Eagle has taken out the knee of Hector Rodriguez, has put him on the shelf, but hasn't been able to stop him for good. But look at the focus of this kid. Crowd might not like him anymore. He might have turned his back on the fans for cheeks. But whether you say it or not, whatever you want to think about it, he is the leader of the generation of scum. What an ovation for a legend in Hector Rodriguez, folks. What an ovation for this legend, and well deserved. Well deserved. Hector Rodriguez says that he understands that right now his last couple of years have not been where he's wanted to be. But he ain't turning on the MPWF fans to increase his career. He's been there, done that. He's a man of the people. The future foundation of the Major Pain Wrestling Federation. Hector Rodriguez here to prove that he is still that guy in the ring. Again, Rodriguez was the man that picked up the win in the buy-in show. Don't ever take that respect off this man's name. Hector Rodriguez is that guy forever and always, folks. Oh, wait a second. Marcus Eagle now attacking Hector Rodriguez. Marcus Eagle attacking him here. And again, listening completely to the words of Lamar Goldman, showing us exactly what kind of scum Marcus Eagle is, and there's a back suplex on the head there of Hector Rodriguez. Look at this here. Absolutely disgusting way to start this matchup off. I know anything goes, but this has been the story of this rivalry. It's been nothing but cheap shots on the side of Marcus Eagle, and he gaslit himself into believing that it was accidents. And every time Hector Rodriguez has managed to stop him. And now hopefully Rodriguez can stop him for the final time here, as Marcus Eagle now springboarded up the ropes and a clothesline taking down Hector Rodriguez. Rodriguez in trouble. Marcus Eagle very full of himself, and a clothesline there taking out Rodriguez. And now about another shot there by Marcus Eagle. Again, taking full advantage of the situation that he caused in the beginning of this matchup. Rodriguez goes straight to the outside of the ring. And again, this is no holds barred, no disqualification, anything goes. As he's got a hockey stick here. No, wait. Rodriguez moved out the way, and there's a Hurricane Rana. Man, this crowd is relentless on Marcus Eagle right now. And a kick to the face there. And Rodriguez with a double axe handle. And Rodriguez there with a shot with the hockey stick. And now, throwing the hockey stick. Oh my goodness. That was pinpoint accuracy there by Rodriguez with that hockey stick. And Rodriguez now on the top rope, waiting for Marcus Eagle to get to his feet. And Rodriguez now up the top, and Rodriguez dives on top of Marcus Eagle, sorry. A flying senton all the way to the floor, and now a kick to the face there, and Rodriguez is turning this thing around. Like I said, he has his number. Marcus Eagle cannot beat Hector Rodriguez, no matter what he does, and he needs to change that. He needs to fix that. As now send him right into the apron there, and go right back to that hockey stick again. And another shot there to Marcus Eagle. So Marcus Eagle already bleeding, showing the signs of war in this matchup. And what an episode it's been already tonight here on MPWF WAR, folks. So still to come, we got a tag team title matchup, as well as a #1 contendership match between Lethal Mathematics and Zeus. Yeah, so this is a huge night, folks. Marcus Eagle trying to get some distance and separation here. Checking that cut above his right eye, and a kick there, Insecurity style. A shot here by Marcus Eagle. Kick to the midsection. And now Eagle has Rodriguez up, and there's a gutbuster. And I've grown right back to that hockey stick. These two men, oh man. There's a lot of oomph put in that one. A lot of oomph put in that shot. Eagle missing the clothesline, but catching with us kicks. And now look at that reversal there by Rodriguez. Rodriguez spin the block a few times. But he missed that moonsault. Marcus Eagle saw it coming and a kick there by Eagle. Again, I wonder what Marcus Eagle thinks about his father, Joe Eagle, being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Again, that is something that was special and something that wasn't going to be possible if Meredith Grey wasn't in control. But now look at this, Rodriguez fighting back here. And Rodriguez springboard, but Eagle catching him and there's a powerbomb. Again, still these two men going back and forth with each other. And I'm sending Rodriguez to the floor. Like I said, there's a lot to ride on before WrestleMania, even for these two men here. Can you think about the CAW World Championship, the North American title, and oh man, Rodriguez gets hit right in the back of the head from that steel chair. And now he throws him back inside the ring here. Marcus Eagle in firm control with that chair. And again, it seems like the blood of Marcus Eagle has awoken something inside of him, folks. Has sending him to a different place. Or maybe it's just the pure determination of understanding that I have to beat Hector Rodriguez. I can't walk away from this matchup with another loss to Hector Rodriguez. Again, potential. Anyone has potential, right? What's that they say about the Force in Star Wars? Anyone can have the Force. It's about how you train for it. It's about how you utilize it. Marcus Eagle needs to utilize it now to get to that next point, to get to that next step in his career. So he waits for Rodriguez to get to his feet, but Rodriguez blocking that kick there. And Rodriguez now. Rodriguez going to set him up for the 619. And Rodriguez off the ropes. And here Rodriguez, 619. And Rodriguez now springboard, and there's a body splash. Hooking the leg here, there's Hector Rodriguez on Marcus Eagle for the cover. 2, and I'll kick you out. So Rodriguez uses that 630 splash. And now, wait a minute, Rodriguez going up to, oh my God, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Rodriguez went overzealous and went face first on the floor. And now Marcus Eagle is going right after that injured knee. That is not good at all for Rodriguez there, folks. That was a horrible landing. And you saw those 2 chop blocks to the knee. Marcus Eagle saw the opening and is now unleashing on his adversary here tonight. That was a terrible break. A terrible break for Rodriguez. And now Marcus, oh man, sending him face first. Now that was an ugly landing. And now look at this here, going after the injured knee that Marcus Eagle caused. Marcus Eagle has made Rodriguez miss a lot of action this year, folks. A lot of action. And Rodriguez needs to get away from Marcus once he's in this zone, once he's in this place. And now look at this here, hanging him up on the ropes here. And every time your body bends and that knee gets worked, you see him now go for the California Dream. The California Prince here, applying that move. But you guys saw Seth Rollins at WrestleMania with the way his knee bent. Throwing a man on the ropes the way Marcus Eagle did could do that exact same thing. As he wrenches back here. And now Rodriguez trying to fight back here. Trying to escape. But again, he can barely stand. He gets to his feet very gingerly. And now right back to the knee again. And so Marcus Eagle will take him out of action. No problem. He ain't worried about that at all. He is the leader of the generation of scum. And he is doing just that here tonight. Look at this. Now what's he going for? Oh man, right on that leg. Right on that wrist again. Oh man, this is not good here. It's just snap that stick on the bad leg of Hector Rodriguez. Again, this crowd here unleashing into Marcus Eagle. A very calculated match this is by Marcus Eagle right now, folks. Oh, what a super kick that was. What a super kick that was. And he hooks the leg here to win this no-holds-barred match against Hector Rodriguez. 2, and Rodriguez gets the shoulder up. And now he's going to go right after that knee again. Oh no, he wants to take his head off. He wants to take his head off of that chair. And now, oh, there it is. No, he's not done. He's not done. He's going to try and end the career of Hector Rodriguez tonight. He is going to try and end the career of Hector Rodriguez tonight. And, oh my goodness. Concaving that chair around his skull. And Marcus Eagle for the cover now to win this matchup. But Rodriguez still kicks out. Rodriguez still kicks out. Like I said, it is a block on the mind of Marcus Eagle. I cannot move on in my career until I beat this man. That is what's going on in his head. And he's got to have more and more doubt as he applies his punishment. And Rodriguez does stuff like this. Continues to fight back. Has got to mess with him. And now look at that kick to the midsection. Rodriguez here. Still somehow firing back with that leg. And Rodriguez with a kick, but with the other leg. Right to the face. And Marcus Eagle, wise beyond his years, grabbing the ropes there in that situation. And now wait a second. Oh my goodness, a hard landing to the floor there. And Rodriguez looking to go high risk. His leg might be too bad to dive over the top, so he kicks him through the middle. Very smart there by Hector Rodriguez. And now he throws Marcus Eagle back inside the ring. And now Hector Rodriguez looking for a weapon here. Is that a door? Is that a door? What on earth would you need a door in a wrestling match for? Wait a minute. Rodriguez got him up with the brainbuster in the door. He just brainbusted Marcus Eagle in the door. Rodriguez for the win here. 2. And oh, Marcus Eagle just gets the shoulder up, and that was a close one, folks. The brainbuster on the door by Hector Rodriguez. I don't think I'd ever expect to see a door in the MPWF, and now look at this. Rodriguez going after the knee of Marcus Eagle. And Rodriguez, it's fair game for him to go out there and absolutely blow that knee out of Marcus Eagle here. Now wait a second. Oh wait, that wasn't the knee, that was below the belt. Rodriguez, now he's going after the knee here. Like I said, so much time Rodriguez has missed this year because of Marcus Eagle. And he's going to want to end it right now, and he might be planning it with that door. Wait a minute here. What's Rodriguez doing? Oh, look at this here. Shoulder to the gut of the DDT. What a DDT there by Hector Rodriguez. And Rodriguez to the top right now. And he might be going for the 630. 630 splash, and there is... Oh, no! Rodriguez went for the 630 smash, and he missed it. And now Marcus Eagle sending it to the door. And Eagle now, oh my God! Just drop kicked him through the door. Just drop kicked him through the door. And Marcus Eagle kicked to the midsection. Eagle now going to go for the bloodline. And the bloodline on Rodriguez. Bloodline by Eagle to Rodriguez. And finally, Marcus Eagle has defeated Hector Rodriguez. The mental block is finally over. What a battle, what a war that matchup was here tonight. Completely fitting of the name of this show, folks. You can see the war wounds on Marcus Eagle, but look at the confidence in him now. He has finally done it. The leader of the generation of scum has beaten Hector Rodriguez. So the question is, what is next in the career for Marcus Eagle? That's right, folks. Download now on Community Creations the special MPWF World Rumble Community Creations Pack. Use the tags MPWF World Rumble or CAW, and you should be able to search up those cores available to use on any show, on your own universe mode, in my GM mode, MPWF styles, however you want it, you can use them. It's going to be special, but you need to have 2K24. And folks, it's going to be amazing. There's going to be a lot more community creations packs. We're going to announce one later on, maybe at MPWF Crossroads, but right now, Lady Izanami is backstage here, and Izanami says, "Morgan, I am no coward. You are undeserving of a shot at the World Championship, and you know it. You a desperate, scared little child who has realized that she bit off more than she could chew in the big time. You will get your match, but not at WrestleMania. At MPWF Crossroads, I will finish you and this issue off so I can focus on WrestleMania. If you think you're as good as you say you are, take the CAW World title from me at Crossroads." So Izanami did accept the challenge. It's going to be Lady Izanami versus Morgan Stone at MPWF Crossroads for the CAW Women's World Championship. And again, what an announcement that was here for the Women's World title at Crossroads. But now it is time for the Tag Team Division spotlight, as the Righteous have been given another shot at the Tag Team titles, I'm being told, by Mason Gray, who spoke into Brian Adams and said that they weren't ready for that matchup at the Brian show. They were in the JP slacks, and they did come up short to Nexus Gold. But now they're ready and in their gear and ready to go. So hopefully, for them that is, not for us. There's no way the MPWF fans want to see Nexus Gold lose tag team titles. I'm just going to be honest with you. But the Righteous here, who potentially may have been the people that took out the Blood Brothers in the airport, trying to win back those CAW tag team titles, looking to become two-time champions here tonight. This was originally supposed to be the main event of MPWF WAR, but again, with the announcement of Lethal Mathematics versus Zeus, that has become the main event. But man, what an ovation. What an ovation. And there they are, folks. Dr. Ice and the returning Eclipse. Nexus Gold. For those who were initiated, Team Hall of Fame, the CAW World Tag Team Champions. Man, this ovation is nuts, folks. This crowd is going nuts for Nexus Gold tonight. And they deserve every damn bit of it. Two walking legends, tag team champions here. So the Eclipse returning to become a champion already. This is special, folks. Again, this ever-growing tag team division of WAR. And again, I'll tell you right now, the WAR tag team division is doing something special. Again, when the Blood Brothers return, they're going to be looking at the tag team titles. Let's not forget there's Public Enemy. We now have the new team of Young Goats, as well as Maximus Guerrero Jr. and Jason Rage have been around each other. You know, it seems that there's an affiliation between Marcus Eagle and Lamar Goldman as well. I'm just saying, the tag team division could be something special here on WAR, and the two top teams are challenging for that right now, the CAW World Tag Team titles. To the sea of fans here, ready for this matchup, folks. And again, thank you for tuning in so far. Again, thank you for being in the chat. Thank you for watching all of the MPWF action. You got the Righteous standing there, and there's the tag team champions, Nexus Gold. And that's what I mentioned earlier. You know, earlier I said Mason Gray hasn't been here since SummerSlam, but he's managed to stick his big head in stuff. This is exactly what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about, the CAW Tag Team titles. Greg James ready in the corner. Dr. Ice in the other corner. Dr. Ice Jr. for the initiated as well. Again, some of the MPWF fans have been asking. We'll talk about that in a second, but as you see, still to come tonight, Lethal Mathematics versus Zeus in a number one contendership matchup. But for the fans that have been asking about Dr. Ice dropping the junior in his name, that is just because he has become the man of the Ice Dynasty in the MPWF. But he'll always be Dr. Ice Jr. to us. Said his father is so proud of him. Dr. Ice, a former world champion, has held every championship you can think of in the MPWF. Dr. Ice came very close to winning the interim CAW title match in that steel cage in Madison Square Garden. He was looking for something to step back up, to move forward with in his career, and it was the tag team titles, and he's very happy for it. There's a double backdrop there to Greg James. And the Eclipse now back in the MPWF, was competing in Europe whilst recovering from an injury, went to go help start up the King of the Indies, but back in the MPWF, and now, oh my goodness, what a clothesline that was by the Eclipse to Greg James. And I think he kicked out on reflex. I don't think he kicked out because he kicked out. That was a vicious clothesline there by the Eclipse. But again, the Eclipse with his friend Dr. Ice Jr. back here with Nexus Gold. It's a special sight to see. Then Chris Champ was attacked earlier by Lamar Goldman. Told in my headset by Dr. Ice that he was not happy about that and went straight to Brian Adams. There's no love lost between him and Brian Adams whatsoever. Again, Brian Adams who's turned a new leaf, it seems, but again, still cares about money and success. And MPWF WAR has been a success tonight, and that was a beautiful left arm clothesline by Reese Bobby, a veteran in the game, but gets caught with a net breaker there by Dr. Ice. And Ice now has Reese Bobby, sends him to went to the ropes, but he got caught there in between the referee. And Dr. Ice now, oh wow, got caught with that quick uppercut. I didn't even see that come out there. A quick uppercut by Reese Bobby. You see, Reese Bobby has dropped a little bit of weight here. His cardio is phenomenal right now. Training with Greg James. Greg James, a very special talent. The MPWF fans do not like them for how much they have screwed and messed with the Blood Brothers. But now Northern Light suplex there by Greg James. And now makes the tag, and in comes Reese Bobby back into the fray once again. And Reese Bobby now going after the knee there of Dr. Ice and taking the Eclipse off the apron. Well, like I said, it is true. The Righteous were not ready for that matchup at the buy-in show. And they are ready tonight. And you're going to see exactly why they are one of the best tag teams in all of Core Wrestling. The Blood Brothers, again, even in their rivalry of not liking them, has found out how good the Righteous are. This is an illegal choke in the ropes there by Reese Bobby, former United States champion, multi-time tag team champion. Again, for those old MPWF fans, you remember Reese Bobby as a tag team with Tyler Fell as a part of the Outlaws, where they battle the likes of the Natural Disasters. And we've seen some returns in the MPWF, but my God, I'd love to see the Natural Disasters back here in the Major Pain Wrestling Federation. The Royal Rumble matchup brought some returns out. We saw El Mosco Luchaderes, Tony Sparks. Hell, I even was in the Royal Rumble at one point, folks. The Scandinavian Nightmare Helga. So the two worlds of the MPWF have been converging. And there's a beautiful double leg takedown there by Greg James. And Dr. Ice needs to make the tag, and he does. And in comes the Eclipse. And the Eclipse now with a straight punch and a big clothesline there by the Eclipse. Taking it down, Greg James. And Greg James trying to roll to some safety here. And now the Eclipse with a boot, and he sends Greg James to the floor. And the Eclipse now off the apron, and there's a double axe handle. Taking out Greg James. The Eclipse now got Greg James that throws him back inside the ring. And now the Eclipse knocking Reese Bobby off the apron. And now the Eclipse here, send him back towards him, and there's a hip lock takeover, folks. My mouth is hip locked at the moment, my lord. The Eclipse back in control. Oh! The Eclipse went to the Gunther School of Clotheslines. What is going on here? The Eclipse came back from Europe, and he is throwing out them lariats with precision, folks. With precision. This is a percussion clothesline there, ladies and gentlemen. That was vicious. But Greg James fights back here. Greg James, like I said, a hell of a young talent. A hell of a competitor. As Greg James has him up. And what a beautiful net breaker that was there by Greg James. Hooking a leg here, but a kick out by the Eclipse. Said I see very big things for Greg James here in the MPWF. Some people say that Greg James lacks charisma, but what he lacks in charisma, he brings for his technical offense. And that was a hell of a move there by the Righteous. And they're looking to leave here as the tag team champions. This could be it. Dr. Ice Jr. senses it and breaks it up. And now look at this DDT there by Reese Bobby. Like I said, outside of learning pure and utter shenanigans from Reese Bobby, learning the wrestling aspect from Reese Bobby is a very good idea. And now, wait a minute, okay, let's go for the roll-up. There's the Eclipse here. And now, reversal there by Reese Bobby. Go for the cover. 2. And I'll kick out. But again, you see how Reese Bobby moved with that pinfall cover. Like I said, losing that weight has made him more nimble. At his age, his performance level has been spectacular. And I'll make it a tag. And in comes Dr. Ice again. Crowd here loving that. Sending Reese Bobby into the ropes here. Now double shoulder tackle there by Nexus Gold. And Nexus Gold vowed to take out Mason Gray and his cronies, and they've been doing just that as Dr. Ice has Reese Bobby up here. And up, oh my god, a dominator there by Dr. Ice Jr. as he goes for the cover to pin Reese Bobby 2. And I'll kick you out. So Dr. Ice was looking to take out Mason Gray himself, but Mason Gray hasn't been here since then for Dr. Ice to finish the job. Mason Gray called Dr. Ice Jr. a failure. And like I said, he's the tag team champion right now. There ain't no failing in that. As he has Reese Bobby back up here. Collar elbow tie once again. And now has him up here. Now look at this, a gut buster. And Reese Bobby immediately holding the midsection. And now Ice has Reese Bobby catching him with wall, pulling him right into that body slam. And now off the ropes here. Now wait a minute, what is Dr. Ice Jr. doing here? The Iceman going to the top rope here. The Iceman going to the top rope, signaling, waiting for Reese Bobby to get to his feet. And Dr. Ice, oh no, went for the double axe hammer. Reese Bobby saw it coming. And now look at that, pulling the hair of Dr. Ice now. And a cheap shot there by Reese Bobby. A cheap shot by Reese Bobby, but look at this, oh no. Dr. Ice went to take out Greg James, and I'll look at the beautiful tag team offense there by the Righteous. It's why they are the former tag team champions. It's why they held those belts in the first place. And I'll make the tag Greg James back in here. Again, these two men are precise. Look at the way they move in the ring. It's special to watch. Now, what's Greg James looking for here? No, Dr. Ice fighting back out though. Dr. Ice fighting back out. And Dr. Ice, now look at the power. Look at the power of Dr. Ice Jr. And Dr. Ice now going right back after Reese Bobby here. And now Ice has Reese Bobby here in a precarious position on the apron. And there's a back suplex on the apron. Dr. Ice Jr. back in control. And wait a minute, Greg James on the top rope. Dr. Ice doesn't realize it, and Greg James diving off the top, taking out Dr. Ice. Like I said, look at that. The Righteous know exactly where they are at all times. They are a perfect unit, folks. And now look here, Reese Bobby sending Dr. Ice into the buckle. What an uppercut. What an uppercut. Look at that tag. No look tag. No look tag. Oh my god, no look jump. No look Bolton body press. My goodness, for all my soccer fans out there, Dr. Ice Jr. no look passing like he's Bruno Fernandes. And now he sends Reese Bobby into the buckle. And now makes the tag to the Eclipse. And wait a minute, folks. Nexus Gold could be looking for a little bit of power and glory. Look at the flashes of those cameras. And there's a suplex. And there's a splash of power and glory by Nexus Gold as he goes for the cover here. 1, 2, and oh. Greg James breaks it up. And the Eclipse now. And now, oh my god. Voice crack. What a matchup this is. The voice crack. Man, I might be up the name of this move. Wait a minute. Total Eclipse. The Total Eclipse by the Eclipse to Reese Bobby 2. And oh my goodness, Nexus Gold retain the tag team titles here. What a battle that was for the tag team titles, but they put it in the bud. They get the emphatic victory, and they prove that they are truly the tag team champions here on MPWF WAR. The Total Eclipse there What a move. Yeah, look at those clotheslines that the Eclipse was throwing out there, folks. I love that. But the Righteous are going to have to go back to the drawing board. But still, your CAW World Tag Team Champions, Dr. Ice and the Eclipse, Nexus Gold. Now this crowd is loving Nexus Gold, folks. They are loving them. Listen to this. Listen, Atlantic City, stand up, man. What a crowd has been here tonight. What a crowd it has been here tonight. Wait a minute. Oh, look at that here on the Titantron. It's the Blood Brothers, Kevin and Dylan Frost. And Dylan Frost saying, Nexus Gold, we wanted to congratulate you on retaining the CAW World Tag Team titles and keeping them warm for us when we return. We will deal with the Righteous and put an end to them, but you have our property, you have our CAW Tag Team titles. Kevin says we will be back next episode on episode 9, and we will be going scorched earth on the Raw roster. We have been disrespected for a long time. It's time we put the division on notice. Hold on tight to the belts, because we will be here next episode. Well, a message being sent to the Blood Brothers. They return to MPWF WAR on episode 9, and they are looking for the tag team titles. And I'll tell you right now, the Eclipse and Dr. Ice ain't gonna run away from a fight. They are ready, folks. They would willingly face. You could book it right now. They'll put the titles on the line. Wait a second. Wait a minute. That's Kivo and Kenpachi. That's Kivo and Kenpachi. And oh my God, they just took the Eclipse and Dr. Ice out with the steel chairs. And now another shot here. Now is this part of the plan by Mason Great here to put the Black Sun on Nexus Gold? And now Kivo has him up here. No, wait a minute. Gonna go for that glory special. Oh my goodness. The Black Sun taking out Nexus Gold here tonight. And this crowd here not happy at all to see the Black Sun, but this could be exactly what Kivo and Kenpachi were talking about earlier tonight, about them coming out here and following Mason Grace plan, and it looks like it is. Kivo stealing the tag team belt, and they are putting Nexus Gold and potentially the Blood Brothers on notice. The Black Sun are coming after the CAW World Tag Team titles, it seems. What a statement made here by the Black Sun. Are they potentially the next CAW World Tag Team Champions? Folks, what a night it's been so far, and we are almost at the end of the show. Again, Wembley Stadium is going to host WrestleMania this year. I cannot wait. MPWF Crossroads is coming up as well. Shane Carter will make his decision as to what title he's going to be challenging after. Hopefully we get an update on Shane Carter, as he was assaulted earlier by Zeus. But speaking of Zeus, Zeus is going to be interviewed backstage by Harry Prince right before we head to our main event for episode 8 of MPWF WAR, folks. And there Harry Prince is with Zeus, who has certainly made an impact tonight. And Prince says, Zeus, coming up next, you have the chance to become the #1 contender for the CAW Championship. Already tonight you took out Shane Carter. Is there nothing you aren't willing to do to make it to the top of the MPWF roster? Zeus says, have I ever told a lie, Harry? My time is now. I'm going to be the CAW World Champion. Carter is a fraud. Forget about him. Lethal hasn't realized it yet that his prime is up. and I'm going to help him get a little closer to early retirement tonight. And when the time comes, I dare Shawn Stevens to use his powers on me. Harry, I have a problem to solve. It's time for me to become #1 contender. Well, there it is, folks, and walking straight to the ring from the interview. He is the problem solver, Zeus, folks. And again, it shouldn't be shocking, but he shocked the world when he straight up beat Shane Carter at the buy-in show. But look at the size of this man. How on earth do you stop this man? He has been on a tear, ladies and gentlemen, on a tear. And he could be the #1 contender. He could face Shawn Stevens at MPWF Crossroads. And my God, what a matchup that would be between those two men. Like I said, Zeus in this mode is virtually unstoppable, folks. And again, we are getting ready for our main event. Grab the rest of your popcorn. Make sure that you've gone to the bathroom already, folks, because it is time. This is going to take a little bit of getting used to. Lethal Mathematics on MPWF WAR, folks. I mean, the man speaks for himself. The resume comes with this man's name. He is Mr. MPWF. Lethal Mathematics. And I'm telling you right now, Lethal versus Shawn at MPWF Crossroads. That's a WrestleMania main event, folks. That is a WrestleMania main event. And those two men could square off for the CAW World Championship. Amazing. Who would have thought that before this episode began? But he has a hell of a task, and he has to beat Zeus first. But again, Lethal Mathematics is the only person in MPWF history to have a pinfall victory over Zeus. So that adds a lot to this matchup here tonight. Lethal beat Zeus at WrestleMania 10 last year. And to see these two men come back around here, again, there's a lot that Zeus is going to want to do in this matchup. There's a lot that Lethal's going to want to do in this matchup. #1 contendership match for the CAW World title. You see it here on main event of episode 8 of MPWF WAR, and Lethal going right after Zeus with that right hand. Said Zeus is a massive individual, but Lethal is no slouch as Lethal ducked that shot there. But again, Lethal is coming off of losing a championship at the Royal Rumble and having a terrible performance in the Royal Rumble. I love Lethal. He's one of the best ever, but it was not a good performance in the Royal Rumble. Zeus, on the other hand, is coming off, like I said, a victory over the Royal Rumble winner Shane Carter and a great performance in the Royal Rumble. But Zeus has never beat Lethal Mathematics. So like I said, there is a lot going into this matchup. Again, unexpected, but both of these men will do whatever they can to become the #1 contender here. And you know that Shawn Stevens is watching on to see who his opponent is going to be for MPWF Crossroads. And again, before he was attacked, you know Shane Carter was interested in, because Shane Carter has to make the decision. Is he going to go to MPWF WAR, or is he going to stay on MPWF WAR, or is he going to go on Annihilation? Is he going to face Shawn Stevens, or is he going to face Max Payne? Again, what is going to be the main event of WrestleMania? And again, we've probably put it in a poll here. But the other thing too is, folks, would you like to see WrestleMania as a 2-night event? Or would you like it to stay in its usual format of 1 night, folks? Again, I'm going to leave that entirely up to the MPWF fans. You might remember to comment in the comment section below. Comment in the live chat. But right now, Zeus in control in this main event as he sends Lethal into the ropes here. Now look at the power of Zeus. It's a bad, bad man there, folks. And now Zeus with a clothesline and Lethal to the outside, but Lethal hangs on. And Lethal fires back with a shoulder right to the midsection. And Lethal now with a drop kick, knocking Zeus right down. And again, that's something Zeus is not used to, is a man as powerful as Lethal able to knock him down to the floor the way Lethal has. And Lethal go for the double axe handle and again knocking down Zeus. But like we mentioned, Lethal has Zeus's number. Lethal beat him at WrestleMania. And now look at that gut buster there by Mathematics. And now Zeus, oh man. And now look at this power there of Zeus. Completely annihilating Lethal Mathematics there. And Zeus now has Lethal up with that sidewalk slam. And it just drives him straight to the mat. Knocking all the wind out of Lethal Mathematics. And now Zeus on the second rope. Something he doesn't usually do at a double axe handle, taking down Lethal. And now forearm into the face there. Look at the determination on Zeus. I have never seen Zeus like this before. But he's ready. He wants to be at the next level. He wants to get out of the shadow of Shane Carter. And quite frankly, he has done that. And now Zeus, look at the power here. Having Lethal Mathematics. And oh my God, throwing him to the floor. Raw power and strength by Zeus. Again, if Zeus was to become the world champion, how does Shane Carter deal with that? If Zeus is to win this matchup, how does Shawn Stevens deal with that? Zeus said he dared Shawn Stevens to use his powers. Shawn Stevens used the darkness powers for the first time at the Royal Rumble against Kivo. And now look at this back suplex on the apron of Lethal Mathematics. You know, on the other hand, Lethal Mathematics, you know, facing his brother for the world title, Lethal has Shawn's number. Shawn Stevens has never beat Lethal Mathematics in a matchup on YouTube, folks. So again, there's a lot going on there as well. And again, Shane Carter needs to get a win back over Zeus. And Shane Carter and Lethal, when they were against each other, leading into WrestleMania of last year, never faced each other in a matchup. But again, there's a lot of history here. Back when Zeus and Shane Carter were together, they are the ones that entered the Turmoil matchup when we thought that the Future Foundation was going to be the tag team champions and prevented them from being the champions. Something that I know the MPWF fans are still upset about to this day. And Zeus now has Lethal up here, right on his shoulder, and now look at that move there. Driving Lethal straight to the mat. Zeus going for the cover here on Lethal. And Lethal gets the shoulder up. Once again, this is your main event for episode 8 of MPWF WAR, with the winner of this matchup being the #1 contender for the CAW World Championship for our special event, MPWF Crossroads, as Lethal fights back here and now hangs Zeus up in the ropes. And Lethal going to the top rope, perhaps looking for the shooting star press. And Zeus quickly getting to his feet, I should say. Cross body off the top rope, but a kick out at no count. It was the shooting star press by Lethal Mathematics that pinned Zeus at WrestleMania last year. And now, oh man. Blocking that and then hip toss takeover. And now Zeus has Lethal Mathematics and got him in the ropes. And now an elbow there by Lethal. Lethal trying to fight back in this matchup. And Lethal with a shot here. And another one taking down Zeus. And Lethal with a sling blade taking down the big man. And now Lethal back to the top rope again. Lethal going to go off the top rope. And what a clothesline off the top rope by Lethal Mathematics. The man of tomorrow with the gadgets to win today. Pulling out all the moves in his arsenal. And a kick to the midsection of the code breaker. What a code breaker. What a knee to the face of Zeus for the cover to be the #1 contender. And Zeus gets the shoulder up. And I think Lethal might have cracked Zeus open with that knee. And now Lethal waiting for Zeus to get to his feet. And now Lethal collar elbow tie up. And now Lethal Mathematics here with some sliced bread. With some sliced bread to Zeus with the cover. 2. And now Zeus gets the shoulder up. And Zeus now rolling to the floor. Trying to create some separation. Lethal was building that momentum. And Lethal now with a vaulting body press over the top rope. Diving on top of Zeus. And Lethal feeling it here on MPWF WAR. And I know the War fans are very happy to see Lethal Mathematics here. But Zeus blocks that shot here. Zeus has Mathematics up here. And now, oh my God, a running power slam right on that thinly padded mat. And Zeus now gonna allow the count to go. All Zeus has to do is win this matchup. Doesn't matter how it's done. All he's got to do is win it and he becomes the #1 contender. So he's gonna let Lethal go night, go sleep on the mat there. That's around an 8 count and Lethal just breaking up the count saving himself for this #1 contendership matchup, and another crummy blow there by Zeus. Zeus is no-selling that the open wound on his face. He don't care at all. And now look at that back kick there to Lethal Mathematics. And now Zeus going after it, but wait, Lethal catching him, and Lethal now setting him face first into the knee. And Lethal now back to the top rope again, but Zeus blocking that shot. And Zeus now setting Lethal off the top rope. What is Zeus doing here? Zeus headed to the outside of the ring, but I don't know why. Wait a minute, Zeus, oh wait a second here. Zeus on the top rope, and he's not on the top rope too often, folks. Zeus on the top rope here. And Zeus, oh, went for the double axe handle and missed. I don't know why Zeus went to the top rope. I don't know what the strategy was there for that one. But he paid for it. Oh. Again, you don't do that kind of messing around with Lethal Mathematics in the ring here. Another modified DDT there by Lethal. And Lethal was going to the outside. Lethal keeps trying to look for that shooting star press. But Zeus crowding into the corner. And now Lethal stomping away at him here. And now Lethal with that boot right to the face, right in the throat of Zeus. Trying to stop this man here. And Lethal now gonna go to the top rope, perhaps for the shooting star press. Zeus is down. Zeus isn't moving. Lethal now shooting star press, and he hits it. SSP up the top rope for the cover. 2. Oh, Zeus gets the shoulder up. Oh my God, I thought that was it. I thought Lethal Mathematics was the #1 contender, and oh my goodness! Lethal with a springboard, Phoenix Soul Splash off the second rope, and oh, Zeus kicks out again. Now that one is hard to believe, folks. That one is hard to believe. This is awesome. Lethal Mathematics pouring out back-to-back crazy maneuvers from the ropes there. Oh, Zeus blocking that shot. And now a kick to the midsection. Zeus is determined, folks. He is determined. And now Lethal in trouble. And what's he going for here? Now Lethal face first into the turnbuckle. Oh my God. And now a knee right to the face there. Lethal was determined, and so is Zeus. I don't know how Zeus kicked out of those 2 maneuvers, but he did. And now he's got Lethal up here right on top of the shoulders again, and face first goes Lethal Mathematics. Zeus now needs to look for the end of days. Wait a minute! Shane Carter is back, and look at the wherewithal of Shane Carter, and Zeus can't believe it. Zeus is saying, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be in the hospital. Shane Carter looks haggard, folks, but he is back. And Shane Carter says, you can't kill Destiny, Zeus, and you can't kill me. You will always be my second-rate bitch boy, and I will be the CAW World Heavyweight Champion. Shane Carter getting right in the face of Zeus, and Zeus is beside himself, folks. He is beside himself, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait a minute. Snake blade there by Lethal Mathematics. Zeus was paying too much attention to Shane Carter. And Lethal now sending Zeus into the top turnbuckle. And oh my God, what is Lethal Mathematics going for here? Lethal on the top rope with Zeus. And Lethal on the top rope there with the Frankensteiner. Frankensteiner on the top rope. Lethal Mathematics now for the second time on the top rope here in the center of the ring, shooting star press. Oh my God, it was perfect. It was perfect. It was perfect. And Lethal Mathematics is the #1 contender. What a main event, folks. Oh my goodness. Zeus's attack earlier to Shane Carter backfired. Lethal Mathematics took advantage of the distraction. Somehow Zeus kicked out of that shooting star press and the Phoenix Star Splash with the Frankensteiner off the top rope and the second SSP, and Lethal Mathematics is the #1 contender for the CAW World Heavyweight Championship. Oh man, can you believe it, folks? What a night. What a night of MPWF action. We are rolling on the road to WrestleMania. This could go any way, folks. Any way. This is completely unpredictable. I have no idea where we're going to end up before WrestleMania, folks. But wait a minute, look who's getting in the ring right now, folks. Lethal's brother, Sean Stevens. These men have some of the greatest wars in MPWF history, and at Crossroads, these two brothers are going to collide again to be the CAW World Champion to head to WrestleMania, folks. Who's it going to be? Who's going to walk away as World Champion, Lethal or Sean Stevens? Folks, my name's Dwayne James, Johnny Fieldman, and I'm signing out. The next time we'll be on YouTube will be for Annihilation. We will see you then, folks. Again, who's going to be World Champion, Lethal Mathematics or Sean Stevens?